What you guys, got another video here for you. Are you a PC repair tech, or are you a tech enthusiast or hobbyist, or you just like to meddle around with PC repairs? Well, if you do, then this piece of software is a must-have bit of kit. Now, I've done videos on this a long time ago. It's called UVK Ultra Virus Killer. It's a pretty decent bit of software if you like fixing PCs. It's got plenty of tools in here to complete the task. Let's take a look and download it, and I'll show you exactly some of the new features that have been installed onto UVK. So what we're going to do is come down here, and here's the download section. I'm going to download the portable version here. So here we have the actual application here. So do you wish to set up automatic synchronization of settings from the cloud? You can do that from here. I'm going to say no for now. And once we got this open, you should see here hybrid shutdown is enabled, which means the computer usually hibernates instead of shutting down. And you can see here I can set this up how I like. I'm going to say no just for this video. And this is the actual program itself. So I have my key already on here. This is a paid version I've got here, but it's not that expensive. It's around about, let me show you the pricing. There is the branding license here, pro license, one PC OEM license, and without license. And this just tells you what you can actually do with the software itself. So there's a couple of features that you can't use with the free license, but you can do quite a bit with the free license. But it's much better to go for the branding one, which isn't a lot of money considering you're going to be using this every day to fix PCs. So let's start off with the overall look here. You've got the computer information up the top here on the screen. We've got the help, about, options, and reporting, and to browse. Underneath here we've got our system booster, smart uninstaller, quick user manager, and threat scanner, system repair, and system immunization on here. These are our 6 buttons here. And up on this side here we have our process manager, our memory modules manager, our auto run manager, service manager, alternate streams manager here, also delete folders and files, scan, create, log, and run scripts, tools and tweaks, registry seeker, system information, and backup and recovery. So these are our tools here. So if you open up process manager, it's basically going to open up just like process explorer, but this is a much more powerful tool. You can kill processes and you can do a bunch of stuff inside here. So if you see something installed on here like malware or a rogue sort of process, you can right click on it and you can kill that process. You can also go to process properties and it will give you the information like the process ID, and it will tell you the image path. So if I wanted to go to the path of this, maybe it's a suspicious file, I can go here and it will take me to that location, and you can then delete it and remove it. So very, very powerful tool. You can go to services of this process as well, as you can see here, and you can stop and or restore, and you can do a bunch of other things like service properties, and also delete the service itself. And you can also delete the file by clicking on this. I'm not going to do it because it is a Windows file. So basically that's how you can do that here. So you're jumping around the PC by using these areas here. Very, very powerful when trying to remove malicious content on your PC. Let's go back to the home page here. So we do have our services manager and our process manager, which is the ones that I just showed you here. And this also gives you the threat level here as well, which gives quite useful. So you can see the threat level here. And if you do want to do that, you can also delete the service and also delete the file right here, just like I showed you. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at the memory modules manager. And there's one here. So you can see here we've got the same sort of thing. Module properties gives you that same information, and delete the module. So very useful. Go back to home and delete the files and folders, which is a very useful one. If you've got a folder or a file that you can't delete, you can literally use this program to completely delete that file. You can drag and drop it on here as well. So it's very useful. If it's a rogue file that's running, or a rogue folder that has been created and you can't remove it because you don't have permission, you can use this tool to literally delete it. Very simple and easy to do. Okay, so let's move on to the next bit down here, which is the auto runs. So let's take a look at auto runs here. Again, very similar to the sysinternals auto runs. Just gives you plenty of power to delete the entry and also create a restore here. Also, we can right click on this as well. You get a nice right click context menu. You can get a report from VirusTotal. So if you wanted to do this, you can open this up and choose which you want to open it up into, and it will tell you right here, and it will give you the information. Very simple and easy to do. So let's go ahead and go back. And then we got the registry seeker here. So you can see here, we've got a start scan, and you can go ahead and go through this. I'm not going to go for a full in-depth video on this because it is quite a powerful tool, and it will take quite some time to cover all of the powerful features that this program has. So tweaks and also tools and tweaks, which is basically going to allow us to do some tweaks here. You can see here we've got the add and remove programs, and you can open this up here. Very quick and easy to get access to command prompt, as you can see here. Just makes things a lot quicker when you're working on PCs and you're wanting to do certain things like password manager here. And then we've also got folder options. We can open this up, and a bunch of other stuff like driver verifier, event viewer, and things like that. Very useful little section. For the file tools, we have registry tweaks here. Inside the registry tweaks, you can go through and do registry tweaks inside here if you wanted to. Let me show you some new ones in here. Got a bunch of them inside here. And if you look down here, you're going to see a bunch of tweaks that we can enable on this here. So enable control panel icon view, and there's a bunch of other ones on here. This is another new one here. Enable old Explorer ribbon on Windows 11, which are enable old Explorer ribbon on Windows 11. And then you can also do enable old Explorer menus on Windows 11 as well. So yeah, it's got some good tweaks inside here for this section. You've got your system restore tools. Let's go back home. And you say yes. So we're just going to restart that shell to get that set in stone. And then we can take a look here. And you can see here it's changed to the old style ribbon here. And also it changes the menu system here, as you can see. Very simple. Okay, so that is the tools and tweaks section here. We've got the backup and recovery here, which I've already covered. And this is to backup and recover your user profile. I'm going to go down to system information. And this will give you the system information of the system. And it will give you all the license keys and everything else that you have on that computer. You've got the clear disk info, and you can export to a HTML file. Okay, so next up, we're going to go over to this area here. So inside here, you've got your Smart Uninstaller. This is going to remove programs from the PC. So all you need to do here is select what you want to uninstall. And then you can select here, and you can see here, use forced uninstaller. And you can scan and remove remnants, and also try unattended uninstall, and hide Microsoft signed files. So you can use this just like you would Revo Uninstaller. So if you've got a particular program that you can't uninstall, you would obviously force an uninstall on there, and you can scan and remove remnants for it as well. So from here, you would select either this one here, or you can create an uninstall entry. And let's go here and select this one. Select yes, and this will go ahead and start to search for leftovers. And there you go, delete selected items. And it's asking us to delete selected items. You can create a restore point if you want to. I'm just going to say yes here and remove this from the system. And there we go. So now we're back at the home section here. Okay, so let's go into the system booster here. So system booster gives you access to run SFC scan, and also register system DLL files. And basically what this is going to do is re-register all your DLL files, as you can see here, and it's going to go through and re-register these to make sure they're all working correctly. Malware could have broken these, and also you may have issues with your Windows system where it's broken, and you might want to re-register these. You've got, as I've said, system file scan here, registry backup, registry restore, empty temp folders. Also clear your browser cache as well. Defrag the registry. This is not cleaning the registry. This is defragging the registry, and you can create a restore point right here as well. I'll show you this section in a second, which is basically just going to remove any orphan files from the system, uninstall entries, and all your usual stuff, which these programs claim that will boost your PC system by removing all this sort of stuff and junk. And again, what we can do here is you can clear the browser cache here. And again, I'm not going to do the defragment of the registry, so that will take a bit of time, but you can see here I can run an SFC scan now if I wanted to, and this will open up and run a scan on the system, just like so. And again, we have this section here, which will clear all the orphan files, which are just obsolete files here. So let's go ahead and run a scan here. And you can see it's going to start doing these just like so. And if you want to remove this and cancel it, you can do, but we're just going to let that run. And you can see it's just starting to load all this up here, junk files here. And that's now all done. And you can see system restore points as well. You can remove these if you want to. And again, you can do quite a lot of stuff here. So let's go ahead and just delete this selection. Now delete all this off the system. It's going to create a restore point here and then delete all the selected. That's now done. We can go back to the home screen. And let's move on to the system repair. So on the system repair, this is a lot of tools inside here that we can use. So pre-repair actions. So back up the desktop icon layout. And you've got a bunch of other stuff on here as well. Back up all the device drivers, delete restore points, kill all non-system processes. These are going to be all the processes that are running on the system. Like, for instance, malware, it will kill all those so you can then start running scans with your programs. Sometimes malware is clever enough to stop these programs from running. And what this will allow you to do is kill all those processes so you can then run your programs to kill and remove any sort of viruses that are on the PC. So you can select these how you want here. And there's quite a lot here. So I'm not going to go through every single one of them. And then you've got your third-party built-in apps here. This is your Ultra Adware Killer Scan. And then you've got Malwarebytes. And then you've got Super Anti-Spyware, Rogue Killer, TDS Killer, and then you've got a bunch of old ones like ASW MBR, ADW Cleaner, and also Avast Browser Cleanup. And then you can checkmark these to whatever you like here. And then you've got the reset actions here, which is going to reset all of the things like your Microsoft Edge, your Chrome and Firefox and whatever browser you're using here, clear your DNS and other bunches of things that you might want to do. This also resets your host file and DNS. If you want to do these, you can check mark them like so. Moving on down to fix Windows common problems here. You can go ahead and fix this area, install problems. So if you can't install programs, you can go ahead and select this, fix Windows sidebar and so on. There's a bunch of stuff here. There's loads and loads of options available here. So this is the install selection. This is your privacy cleanup, and then you've got the essential installs and updates. And then we've got the maintenance actions here for maintenance. And then we've got the system repair and optimization section. And then we've got obviously the Windows troubleshoot tools. And then we've also got post-repair actions, which is all your post-repair actions that you can run on the system here. This will be like uninstalling Malwarebytes and all that sort of stuff. Save you having to go around and do it all. This will all be automated and you can run this. So it will save you a lot of time. Now, over on this section here, we can add any third-party apps. So if you have an app that you like to run on your system cleanup or your system repair, you can add it in here. You just click on this and then you can download, and then you can set this up. I've made videos on this before, but you can set this up to download the app and it will automatically run on here. Direct download, or you got this section here like TextBot or wherever it is that you want to put the download section from. If you want to see another video updated on this, then let me know in the comments section below. And you can create as many as these third-party apps, which will add in to your app selection here. Also, we have the easy diagnostic here. So when you click on this, this is going to give you a bunch of other easy diagnostic for system repair. So under the malware, spyware and adware removal, you can see computer is infected with rootkit and bootkit. Computer is infected with adware. Too many ads. And you can check mark these and it will try to help you do this. So let me go ahead and show you exactly what this is. So let's go ahead and too many ads, and let's just do this one here. So you've got the check only section here, and then you've got the check and run. And then are you sure you want to run the selected fixes? You will not be prompted again. So I'm going to say yes, and it will go ahead and start to run a threat scan. So the threat scan is going to be running on the system, and it will come up with a list of stuff here. So this is going to help us remove these from the computer. Now on this section here, this is your menu system here. So you've got a custom scan, you've got open up log folders, and you've got whitelist and whitelist manager here. And it should say the threat scanner found 24 items here, as you can see. Take a look at all the tabs. So it's telling us to look at the programs, auto start, internet browsers and malware. Click yes, and the tooltip will literally go along and point in these directions to make you understand exactly what to do. So you can read the information there. This will be an option to turn this off as well, so you don't have to have the tutorial. But if you want to learn how to use it, it will help you how to use it here. So once you've got this done, you can then put the check marks into the items that you want to run for the selected items that you wanted to remove. In this case, it was adware, and you can see here it's going to ask you to reset your browser preferences and reset Microsoft Edge and so on. And you can go through here, empty the temporary folder, run SFC scan now, and it's done all of this on the check marks that we've put in there. So for instance, reset your host file and reset your DNS settings. You can hit the clean button here and put the auto reboot if needed and stuff like that. And if I let that run, it would go ahead and start updating the system and downloading all of the software that it needs. And it will run through the check marks that we put in the boxes, and it will continue until it's finished. Now the tasks that this program will run will determine on what check marks you put in what boxes. So depending on what your problem is, the automated fix process will be different depending on what check marks you put in what boxes. So if you've got printer problems, it's not going to be downloading anti-malware programs to run because obviously it's a printer problem. So the process will be different depending on the boxes that you check mark on the program. Now down underneath the easy diagnostic here, we can create a professional report if we wanted to, just like so, and it will give us a full report of everything that we've done on the system. This is great for sending back to your shop or your domain or your ticket system here, and this is great for keeping updated with what's going on. You can also send that report to customers and things like that as well. So let's go and cancel that out, and then you can play a sound when you're done, third-party full scans, and then you can also go into this area here, which is load. In here, you can see here, run selected fixes, check mark all recommended. And if you click on this, it will check mark all these recommended, uncheck all, check all in this group, and so on. Move up and move down. And then you can create a shortcut here. And then you can also create an automated schedule here. And you can just set this up to set an automated schedule for this to run on a regular basis. Or if you want to walk away and say, I want this to run in 30 minutes, you can run this in 30 minutes time while you're out and about. And it will just do it automatically for you. Very quick and easy to set up this. You can see normal, passive, and quiet. You got your run on this schedule script here, and you can browse for the path and then create it. So let's go ahead and take a look at the fret scan here. So I'm just going to go back. These are your load settings and save settings here. And you've also got a little drop down here. So let's go back here. And I'm going to go to the fret scanner. So the fret scanner, again, you've seen this already. You've got your programs here, your auto start, your internet browsers, and your malware here. And again, we can scan all users on this on the account on the PC, and we can go here and start this scan, and it will go ahead and it will find programs, auto start, internet browsers, and malware, and it will just go through and run a scan on the system for every user that is on the computer, on this computer. So you can see here it's saying, would you like to see a few instructive tips? I'm going to say no, and basically this will run on that system, and away we go. So if we went to auto start here, you can see here we've got a bunch of things that we have auto starting on this system. So let me just go ahead and check mark this one here. Create a restore point and auto reboot if needed. You can put a check mark in there if you want to, and also the browsers section here, and then the malware. So inside here, you can empty the temporary folders, and then you can also reset the DNS settings, reset the host. And let's just do a bunch of this here. So let's just do this, and then we're going to push create a restore point, say yes, and this will go ahead and do this for us. And there we go. That's all done. Click OK. And that's now complete. So you've got a bunch of options here as well. So I'm going to go back to the home section. I just want to quickly show you the custom section here under the fret scanner. So under here, we can now, you can see here, manually enter and paste the path of files or folders. So you can drag and drop files inside here, and it will check them for you. Let's quickly do this check here. So I'm just going to drag this in here. This is the actual file that I can drag in here and then start a scan. And it'll say, didn't find any threats. There we go. So if that was a virus, it would try to find the threats inside there. So up here, options. We have the options here where you can set up your options. You've got your appearance. You can change your appearance if you want to. There's plenty of them inside here to choose from. The overall look. And then you've got your virus total. And then your advanced section. And then you've got your utilities inside here. And then your auto scripts. And then you can also got your cloud sync here. So please use this option below. And you can set this up. I think this bit is going to be for another video. So I'm just going to go back to home. Now, once you close this off, this is another great little feature of this program. When you close it, it will ask you, do you want to uninstall the program? So I can say, yes, I do want to uninstall it. And it can delete all your application reports as well. So when I click this, yes, it's going to uninstall it and remove it from my system. So the guy who created this is called Fred. He's an awesome guy. He really is. He's made some super cool programs that make your life a lot easier when it comes to PC repair and malware removal. So check out his website and check out some of his other programs that he has to offer. His prices are pretty affordable, and they have been for many, many years. There's programs out there on the market, which I won't talk about, which do charge an absolute fortune, and this does exactly that and more for a fraction of the price. And sometimes, in some cases, it's absolutely free. Anyway, I think that's going to be about it for this video. Just want to say a special shout out to my tier 3 Jedi Buddhist, Welsh Tony 1, Geo Sam, Gary Belts, and Phil's Computer Repair. Also, a shout out to all my other YouTube members who join my YouTube members group. I appreciate the support. My name has been Brian from briteccomputers.co.uk. Links will be in the video description. I'll catch you in the next video. Bye for now.